My name is Joyce Barton, and I'm a massage therapist. And knowing that my body mechanics, my overall health is a major issue for a longer career, especially coming in at a later age, mid 40s, maybe a little past mid 40s, and just knowing I needed to make some changes in my life.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you feel like was the biggest thing that was holding you back before you joined the program, and why were those things in your way?
I think my biggest challenges was just not seeing results as much and not being able to really fully invest in myself for the fact of I would have just my own self doubts, and then having trainers that didn't listen to me in the past just made it even worse. So I would get on a really good track and do really great for a little while, and then I would have a setback, and it was easier just to continue with the setback rather than jumping back on the train and moving forward even more. So it was a lot of self destruction in it.
Okay. And in and out and jumping on board and jumping off and
Yes,
okay. And tell
too
me,
much hardness on
go ahead, what was that?
my body, that back and forth motion and gaining and losing and then gaining and trying diet pills and then not wanting to do diet pills. The fluctuation was way too much.
Yeah, for sure. And what about the program? Since you joined and now have completed the program, what about the program really helped you to be able to overcome that and basically beat that struggle?
Actually, knowing that there is the mental emotional and knowing I still need to finish that part. And that's been a struggle for me, not wanting to face some of the issues. That still makes me emotional, thinking about how much more I still have to do on myself. But knowing that I finally have a more healthier outlook on nutrition, on my fitness, and even a healthier outlook on emotional, because I know it's okay to cry now. I mean, I knew it was okay before, but it was harder to just want anybody to be able to see it. If I did it, I just wanted to be behind closed doors, and I just wanted always to have that persona that everything's great. I'm always happy. And I would even have that fake pretend as everything's good right now. And now I know it's okay to be not okay and have to take a little bit of time to myself and take that little step back and be like, no, I need this for me. And that was like picking up this new journey. And my daughter was like, Mom, how are you going to make time for this? I was like, oh, I will make time for this. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I have really, I mean, I've always had that where there's a will, there's a way. But the program has just helped me to enforce myself to be able to put myself forward and above other things. I mean, I still will do the setback for my grandbaby, of course, because my grandbaby. But other than that, I'll tell people, oh no, I have this to do, or oh no, I have that to do. Where before, I would just put myself on the back burner and be like, oh, I'll make it up later. And then a lot of times later wouldn't come. And I know it's okay to put myself as a priority.
That's awesome. It's so fun to see that transformation. Um, what what do you feel like, or I guess what specific results as you were in the program did you see and did you achieve?
I think the specific ones is learning that yes, I definitely do need mental and emotional side of everything to work past things that I have bottled up, pushed back for so long, and learning that it is okay for me to have a great mindset, great outlook on what my own goals is, to be able to meet them and to just do it and not be like, oh no, I can't do this. I have more of the drive to want to do it. I have more of a drive to want to have a healthier relationship with my food, be able to enjoy workouts again and not be like, oh, it's just a workout. I don't want to have to do it. And finding different routines and different ways to get an exercise in has just, that's been such a game changer. And knowing that if I'm in a moment, I have my program, I can pull stuff up and look at it, read through stuff, even if I've done it before, to give me that open mindset again and pull myself back on track. I kind of felt like I was always constantly hitting a brick wall and just falling backwards. Now, even if I hit that moment and I kind of fall off track for a day or two or even a week with traveling, I don't feel like I'm hitting a brick wall anymore. I feel like when I hit that wall, it pushes me back to push me to go forward again and go right back at it and not have the slippery slopes that continue nonstop. There's that mindset now of, no, you've come this far, don't go backwards again. And it also is a reminder that I want a healthy lifestyle. I want to be healthier. I want to be able to keep up with my grandbaby. I want to just live life to the fullest. And I don't feel like I did that prior. And now I am more willing to be like, yeah, let's go try that. Or, okay, let's do that. Where before I'd be like, no, just like in Alaska with my last trip, I didn't want to go snowmobiling. I just had a bad instinct that something wasn't just going to be right on it. Yeah, snowmobile broke down, but we still made the best of it. We still had fun, and I still got out and got movement on it. So I have found to give myself that little bit of leeway and kind of go with that flow for.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And one of one of the most interesting things to me watching people go through this program is so for example, I just asked you about your results. And the cool thing is when people come into this program, they're focused on weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. When they leave the program and they're talking about their results, yes, they did lose weight and their body is different, but the results that people come out with that they're so excited about is the mental and emotional change and the real transformation of your lifestyle. So in that whole answer, I just said, what are your results, right? You didn't even talk about your weight loss. You didn't even talk about how many inches you had lost. So talk a little bit about the physical results that you've experienced.
For the physical side of it, I have definitely dropped 11, 12 pounds, and then I've also gained some lean muscle. I have definitely seen change in my quads. They're starting to pop more now. I've noticed some changes even in my arms. It's like my biceps have never really been an issue, but my triceps are actually changing. I've noticed my waist, and that is one of my biggest struggles is my waist. And I think that's the area that I've actually lost the most in has been my waist, which has been very exciting for me because I've struggled for years with that, and I'll lose everywhere else and still struggle with that. And I've noticed even my chest, I lost a little bit in my chest and my hips. So the physical side of it has been absolutely amazing to see. It's been a little bit slower process, but I'm good with the slowness because then I know it's going to be more long term.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And we were talking before you had mentioned that you've lost like 15 to 16 inches. And a lot of people, they don't realize that the scale doesn't always reflect all of your progress, right? So when you're building muscle, you're displacing fat as well. And so, I mean, 16 inches is a lot of loss.
And I don't think I've had that kind of loss in so long, except for like maybe with my one trainer back in 2011, 2012. I think that's when I probably lost the most inches. And it was just because of the way he did my training. And this time I didn't do it all by myself. I had cheerleaders and I had people giving me the right info, but I did it. without somebody forcing me and pushing me. I've had to make those pushes myself. And that's been a big thing is being able to find those pushes and those wants. And I've done it. And I just want to continue with it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. It's awesome. It's not like you're just jumping on a program and jumping back off. Um, so I mean, I think we've probably covered why this program has been life changing for you, but is there anything else that you would like to add to that in addition to anything else that you've shared?
Oh my goodness. Not that I can think of. It has been a blessing, overwhelming, heartfelt. I mean, it has been so many different emotions. And there's times I still tear up thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? And so thankful that I actually allowed the program to come into my life and not push it out like I normally would have done.
Yeah, I remember your very first call when we were talking about actually joining the program, and you actually got emotional on that call, and it's like thinking about the money, and it's like, how in the world am I going to make this work? And and you got emotional, and you're like, I know that this is the right thing, and you jumped, and we're so excited from day one. It's been so awesome to see that excitement and that growth. But what would you say about the investment that you made and the value that you received in the program?
If I had to do it all over again, I would have never second guessed the money because I did figure it out. With your help in finding out ways, I would do it all over again and I would never think, oh my gosh, this program is too expensive. I would jump wholeheartedly now. And honestly, I'm so thankful that I didn't let that be my stopper at all. Because I would still be battling so many different ways. And the investment, it was the best investment I've ever made in myself.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And just lastly, who would you say that this program is for, and what would you tell them if they're on the fence, just trying to decide if this is, if this is something they should do?
Honestly, I feel that anybody that struggles with weight, with nutrition, definitely with mental, emotional blockages, and just their own little demons, definitely need this program in their life just so they can learn to get past everything and work through it, work on themselves. And I would tell them that if you're thinking of any hesitant reasons why not to, throw them out the window. Take a chance on yourself and believe in yourself and jump wholeheartedly, both feet, and take it running. And just keep cheering yourself on and knowing it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a battle. And I still battle the mental and emotional from time to time, but it's worth it. And you won't look back and regret the choices that you made on choosing the program at all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. And most of all, for me, thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. Thank you for trusting us at Whole and Happy Living with your journey, with your story, and trusting us to be able to help you to get to your goals. So awesome job. Congratulations on completing the program. And we're just super excited to continue to keep in touch and keep you working towards your goals. So